Okay, so let's get rid of that. So we'll do that. These are arcane now. Those are arcane right now as well, I think. So I'll get that instead. I should change these to fire. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Change the arrow walls out to fire. Just get more elemental stuff going on. See how it goes. I need the barricades. They're up here. Boink. I'll keep that because they have bleed. I don't know if that counts as like an element. But we're here to find out, so. Okay, so I got the zapper, start spitter, and confusion flower, I guess? Why not, right? Boink. Okay.
Very good.
That doesn't work. I've tried that already.
No better spot than
Do it like
here.
that. And then, just like that.
Let's do this.
Okay, so no mana trinket. Let's see how this goes. Probably not well.
Enemies are preparing to breach one of our gates.
Ow!
They've broken through a gate. Here they come.
Drive them back.
I'm gonna miss all my mana. So bad, I just know it. Poor guy. Okay, so let's just continue on with this, I guess. I should have done that the other way.
More enemies on the way.
Keldon! How's it going, you creep? You freak? In the sack?
Down it goes.
I've been, going great. Fantastic.
More enemies on the way.
I've been liquidating the bar I work at for the past 2 days. It's been like 6-hour days, but it's like literally just hauling so much stuff, organizing everything, taking inventory. It's been nuts, man. Like, I was so tired, I couldn't even stream when I got home. I just took a nap. I slept for like 12 hours the past 2 days, like each night. It's crazy. But I got some cool, cool little updates, I guess. So I sent a message
A lesson for the rest.
to the Orcs Must Die folks, like the team, through their website, and you know, Juice got back to me, being community manager. I had been drinking, so it was a little bit, a little off, but whatever. But Juice got back to me, and he, you know, answered some of my questions that I had, and then I don't know why, but their CEO also sent me a message. And I was like, what?
Not sorry to see that one.
So I was talking to their CEO a bit, and it's like, wow, why is he talking to me?
Ouchie.
But anyway, so we were talking a bit, and it was cool. I don't know. I told him he should show up on my stream sometime and we can talk and, like, you know, talk in person, which would be cool, or relatively in person, at least. So he agreed to. He said, yeah, sure, and that he knew who I was, even though I was using an alternate account. So that was neat. So that might happen in the near future. I don't know.
Oh well.
But in the meantime, yeah, oh wow. In the meantime, I've been coming up with this. I just got, like, questions, like, which Orcs Must Die content are you most interested in implementing? Other characters are highly requested. Is the current focus on new characters, familiar ones? I got some suggestions and ideas like that. But I'm looking towards you know, you guys to also come up with questions and stuff, because I want to, if it does happen, I want to be ready for it, you know? And I have to keep in mind that it's not a dev, so it's like, these have to be very specific questions, I think. What? Okay, good point.
Sorting out the pieces.
Also, I'm trying a new setup here, which is it's going pretty neat, I guess. I don't know. I'm definitely getting higher combo points. But yeah, this is the new update right here, in action. You can't just freeze one big enemy and have everyone else get stuck anymore. Which is good and bad. There's a lot of, like, unique things to it.
Who's next? A vile creature.
Oh, God. I got bad acid reflux today. Ugh. Alright, let's see what else. Put that there.
Excellent location.
Hopefully that
More
won't...
enemies on the way.
I might have just lost right there. We'll see if that killed me. Yeah, well, they got nerfed a little bit. It was more a change than a nerf, I think. Or at least for the Beehive, it was more of a change. For this, it is a nerf. It's just shorter time, but it's not even that bad. Like, it's hardly noticeable. But look at this. Now I can just go like this and just go ba 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 ba.
Simply impossible.
And there's like 10 times more orcs in the one spot, like in the explosion radius. It's crazy, man. It's definitely like a grand scale change and not like a small. Like, you don't notice the interactions. That's true. It's dead now, I can't play game! Yeah, screw that.
I'm low on mana.
Improvise, adapt, overcome. You just ruined your own fun, you know? I guess I'll throw that there. These things on the ceiling really have a hard time targeting the flowers. I don't know. Like, they do that 100% of the time. Yeah, I don't know, I'm pretty confident in their, like, one of the questions I asked was, like, is this just a cash grab? Like, are you guys actually gonna stick to it? Like, how passionate are you guys to make this game what it can be? And, that was one of the questions I think the CEO actually responded instead of Juice, which was like, we signed up with Stadia to make this possible, and from now on, like, we're going with this. This is our project right now. We're gonna make this the best we can make it, and that's really cool. That kind of won me over, because before I was like, I don't know, like, I want to support you guys, but some of the decisions made have been kind of like, but I definitely feel a lot safer playing this game, knowing that it's not just gonna get dumped. Or at least, you know, being told it's not gonna get dumped. Which it might. But it might not. But it might.
That's one of these.
That, I'm gonna guess. They said there's definitely, they want it to go out on Steam. Because that's the big reason this game isn't, like, exploding right now, you know? Because, like, everybody likes these games. Nobody really, like, goes, oh, I'm not gonna play that game. It's just like, oh, it's on Stadia. Ugh. Like, that's the whole problem, right?
That won't be the last.
Yeah, they did mention they definitely want to get out of the exclusivity, but I don't think they said exactly how long.
Not sorry to see that one gone.
But there's hope, is the important thing.
Who's next?
Oh, I'm not used to not having, like, all the mana. That's a really good point.
Well, that was a challenge.
That's like a business strat right there. That's a really good idea. I just wonder if Stadia would be okay with that. I'm gonna write that down. Hi! Whoa! At the end of the day, you want to support a game you like, and not, yeah. Exactly, right? Like,
More enemies on the way.
it's not like everybody really had a choice in the matter. Like, this happened, this is the best case scenario. We got the game we wanted. Because it was either that or just nothing, right? There's another thing I was thinking about was, my mana bar is like empty right now, but I can still use like magic abilities. It's regenerating. There it is. You know, that's such a weird design choice. Like it goes into like negative, but it's not really negative. It's just not showing because it's behind the portrait, which is I don't know. Like you could spin that into a thing, but it just messes with clarity, I guess. Tracking thing would be cool. And even just an easy fix would just be adding some UI information. Like just put like a percentage value on the health bar, or even hard numbers. Exactly, right?
Away with you.
Because like that way you're not messing with like too much stuff. It's just kind of like, because the health values in the game are already there, right? Like it's not just like red bar equals empty.
More enemies on the way.
I also have stuff about adding 1x1 traps, because we have the ballista. It's a 1x1 trap, but like I could fit 2 of those ice spikes from Unchained in it, you know. So those are just some other random thoughts I've had, I guess.
The barricade is under attack.
They got archers. That's a good point, I guess. But those aren't... Well, there's that, and also, like, you can't put that in a kill box. Oops. Hey! Get out of here. Yeah, like in Unchained they had the ice spikes that were just 1x1 spikes, like basically mini spike traps. And they did ice damage or something. And like that was pretty cool. And then they also had the quarter pounder, which is a 1x1 ceiling trap. I don't think they had any wall traps like that, but they should. Just like a spear that comes out and then comes back in. That would be a really good idea. I'm gonna write that down.
Well, that was a challenge.
1x1 spear or javelin wall trap.
A worthy foe. I'm low on mana.
Pins him to the wall. Yeah, that's a good idea. Unique upgrade. 1 fires out like a projectile. Possibly pins. 2.
I'm sorry to see that.
What if it yanked them back to the wall and then got them stuck there? So like 1 is like it could shoot from like over here all the way here and just like pin something, or it could be like a harpoon thing where it like yanks them all the way back like that, and it's just 1 enemy or something, or like a couple. You know what you're... No, what are you imagining? If I say what you're imagining, you're gonna imagine what I say, and then that just ruins the whole point. So, what? Okay, I think we hit the critical mass here.
And down it goes.
A stage game. That's good too. I like that.
Well, that's a challenge.
Temporary character session progression. How do you mean?
Who's sorting out the pieces?
Yeah, I've got that one. Just how far would they be willing to take that is a good
Me.
point, I think. Oh, like the MOBA stuff. Okay, I see what you mean.
A lesson for the rest.
That's a good point, actually. Characters. Where did I put that? Yes.
A vile creature, dead.
Man, these things are fucking useless on the ceiling, I gotta say.
More enemies on the way!
Yeah, that's actually a really good point. I didn't even think about doing that stuff. Yeah, with like the unique character upgrades and stuff that you get.
Attacking a barricade.
That is such a satisfying feeling. Oh, that wasn't fun.
Another threat vanquished.
It was a big draw. Yeah, the Unchained. I actually wrote that in my email to them, and they didn't really mention much about it. They said they have plans from Unchained they wanted to add, but there's nothing that they can add right now, I guess.
Who's sorting out the pieces?
I guess a big part of it would be they'd have to, like, adjust so much just to make that possible, because currently the game is balanced in a very specific way that it's like, that's not in the game. I want to adjust the... Death has no consequence.
Down it goes.
It's more of a boon than a punishment.
A worthy
I don't know, I do hope to see that stuff in some regard.
lesson
Maybe even
for
as
the
a
rest.
trinket, I'd take it. Like a trinket you have to charge up. Because that way it's just a
Who's next?
playstyle, it's not like a core gameplay thing. Sir? Okay. That's a good thought.
Messy, but effective.
Maybe I could get some free Orcs Must Die swag. Can you imagine if they just gave me like an orc helmet?
Who's sorting out the pieces?
Or like a troll figurine? That'd be really cool. A Mr. Moneybags
Get that out of my robes.
with give well, I was gonna say give pleasure, but I meant give to action. I think that's a different line of product.
Another threat bank. I'm not cleaning that up.
Give for her pleasure. Isn't that... That's a voice line in the first game, isn't it? Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Here.
I'm glad I got my business partner here with me today. Hey, I am a... She stays
Good
down.
news.
'Cause she knows what's best
On
for
my
her.
back. Here and ready to fight.
No, my mom would be the one to get up, no matter what.
I need more mana. Not exactly tidy, but oh well. I got knocked down, but
You can
I'll
still
get
move
up
around
again.
when you're
Oh,
falling. I
who's
didn't realize
sorting
that.
out the pieces?
While you're playing dead, I mean. That's neat.
Not sorry to see that one gone.
I love that they just turn around. They're just like, oh, oh, okay, I didn't know that much. I miss when I like that kind of music, man.
Dead.
I don't know. I'm still into like metal and stuff.
More
Like,
enemies on the
I'm a
way.
big fan of Dance Gavin Dance, Kill Switch Engage, yeah, stuff like that. But also like older crap. I'm a fan of old crap. Give me that Iron Maiden. Oh, yeah. Okay.
A worthy foe.
You hear it a lot from people, like the drowning pool, or
I must conserve my goodness me.
yeah. I mean, it's because they grew up with it as much as they grew up with their own, right?
I'll never get that out of me. At least it was quick.
I remember my mom listening to stuff like Heart of Glass, like Blondie, like that kind of stuff.
Not exactly tidy, but oh well.
Oh, I didn't even use my mana.
Pride
Oh,
is
well.
injured. I return at your hour of need.
What are we at? 50? Jesus, dude.
Unless simply impossible.
I got 1,000.
Not sorry to see that one gone.
Yep, right there. I like Hall & Oates is like probably one of my favorite older
I'm
bands.
not cleaning that up. A worthy foe.
Fucking like Private Eyes, Maneater, stuff like that.
Well, that was
You
a
make
challenge.
my dreams come true. I just realized I can put a Confusion Flower here instead of a Barricade.
More enemies on the way.
Oh god. I put you guys out. Thank me. Yep. I'm guilty for that one. Fucking like
Cage is under attack.
Butcher Pete and like what's the I don't want to set the world on fire.
Sorting out.
Ah!
Death is not the end.
Yeah, definitely. It's a very cool kind of fact of life, you know.
That worked well. Not exactly tidy.
Another
but
thing is
oh
that
well.
I worked in a bar that
Let's try that again.
was mostly white hairs, and these people are like, oh, I like the Doobie Brothers, and so I know like all the classics from like that era, like 80s, 90s rock,
At least it
you
was
know,
quick.
70s rock, stuff like
I
that.
return from the dead.
I think once a week I heard the song "Ride Like the Wind."
Nope, I can't.
One by. Let me check.
That won't be
Was
the
it Steely
last.
Dan? No, Steely Dan is another one that they played a lot, but. Ooh. Yes, the stories, the fix. Let's see. Oh, Steve Winwood did Valerie. Tons of stuff like that. I'm gonna finish this. Oh, just freeze real quick and go. Ba, 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 ba.
Not possible.
That. You know what? That actually works. Look at that.
And down.
Loggins. Kenny Loggins. The Guess Who.
A vile creature.
Where's the one? Rod Stewart's another one. The Clash, of course. Dance, like DNCE. Fucking Danger Zone, dude. Footloose, man, Footloose.
Another threat vanquished.
Rush was like one I loved on my own. The Police, Trooper. So one of the bands we had like pretty much at least once a month would do like a trivia thing in between their songs, and we had this running gag with them where we would just do like anytime they'd ask a question, me and a bunch of people from the bar would just be like, Trooper! Like no matter what the question was, it was like, what year? And it'd be like, Trooper!
I can't do that.
And that all started because somebody actually misheard the question. So we just thought it was funny. Now we just shout Trooper all the time.
My mana is near. I'm not cleaning that up.
Okay, this is getting intimidating. The way they're just like, oh, let me throw.
That won't be the
Oh,
last.
jeez.
Messy, but effective.
That is the hell of a start of. Okay.
A vile creature, a lesson for the rest.
Yeah, that's another big one. Freebird, man.
Simply impossible.
There was this one band that one of their last songs they always did was they bust out a fucking a bagpipe, and they just fucking rock on it for like 10 minutes straight. It was really cool. Oh yeah, totally, right?
Worthy foe.
I used to live in this like smaller town for a couple of months, and they brought in this like
Well,
what's the word? They brought in, oh, okay, it was a Hispanic group. I think they were from like
I'll never
Spain
get that
or something,
out of my
but they were touring around, like just, you know, low-key. And we had maybe 40 people in the bar, and I swear to God, every single one of them, this is like a small hick town, like redneck as hell. They were all just like, just like play all these like classic, and it was just like, guys, you were so incredibly racist. Also, this guy's just pondering. How am I gonna get through all of this? He didn't even... That's like the definition of shrugging it off. Just gonna leave him be, I think.
no better spot than here. This should work.
That's not gonna work, actually. Yeah, literally.
And down
Man,
it goes.
that was so rough to see. Like, I never want to be like that.
Perhaps one of these.
That's just like
Enemies
abhorrent.
on the way.
So I can't do that like that. Okay, that sucks. Holy Jesus, these guys are fast.
Who's sorting out the
I don't know what that
pieces?
Knoll Hunter was doing, but he's thinking like 4 parallel universes ahead of me or something.
I can't. Who's sorting out the pieces? I need more mana. Not sorry to see that one.
I'm at 7 million. I think I'm like way ahead of par for last time we did this, right? Man, This was like 2 years ago is the thing. Like, it was just a fucking redneck-ass town. I know a lot of people are like, oh, Asian people, because Corona, like, oh, Kung Flu, all that shit. It's like, that's just... That's so not okay. I don't know. And I live in a pretty... Like, we got a pretty wide spread of,
I'll never get that out of my rope.
of ethnicities. So it's like, I don't know, I read it on the news all the time, and it's just like, wow, people are getting, like, murdered because of this. Like, I took the bus a couple days in a row, and it was just like, why am I the only one wearing a fucking mask, guys? It's like me and the bus driver. Yeah, exactly, right? I don't know. Why can't we all just like each other, you know? Or at least respect each other enough.
Another threat vanquished.
There's always one orc, or one ogre who just like... Yeah, totally. There's been a lot of similarities between the two. I didn't know that.
A lesson for the rest.
What's going on?
Here's where they will fall.
More enemies on the way.
Just fucking sprint. I love it. Gonna
Goodness me!
Excuse me, sir.
I got knocked down, but I'll get back up again. I return at your message.
I mean, somebody had a plot, right? That's usually how it goes, anyway. Somebody's agenda.
That won't be the last.
And that's true. It doesn't matter where it started. Like, if it's a threat, it doesn't matter where it started. If it was like completely contained in one spot of the world, then it's like that makes sense. But that's the difference between an endemic and a pandemic, right? Epidemic, sorry, not an endemic. Epidemics are highly concentrated.
Who's next? Goes.
And even then, you wouldn't call it like the Spanish guy flu. You call it the flu in Spain, or in Spain. But yeah.
Good news. I landed
Exactly.
on my hair. Let's try that again. Who's sorting out the pieces?
More enemies on the way.
Let's see what these guys are doing. Okay. Hey. I don't know. I think about the world and I get sad. That's just others. That's why this is a stream about love and compassion. In fact... No, you don't go. Okay. We're all about respect and loving each other on this stream.
Goodness me! Well, that's a challenge.
Joke is taking too long. There it is.
Who's sorting out the pieces?
There we go. We are a stream of love and compassion. Right there. Oh god. Oh, okay, everyone got frozen anyway. Yo.
I'll never get that out of my robes.
Yeah, a new topic's probably. I'm just making myself sad.
Fall, foul beasts.
Because they took my... Don't flip this around.
I got knocked down, but I'll get back up again. Oh,
Let's skip that.
hello again.
Because they will kill everyone I ever loved, as far as I know. Something's up yet. What are your intentions with my rift? You have her home back by 10.
A vile creature, dead.
So I'm at 54 and I'm at 8 million. I feel like my score is way higher this time, by like 2 mil.
Enemies on the way.
Because before it was like just under 10 rounds was 10 mil, or a mil, or something like that. I ain't complaining. And like I still have room to put shit down too, like lots of room. So the only reason I was able to handle is because of the number of orcs I was killing for kill streaks and stuff. Huh. Yeah, that's what it was. I ended up going like 110 rounds. But I think it was 107 or 8. And then after that I was like, I want to let them in. So that took an extra 2 rounds or something like that. Or no, it was less than that, but I had to fill this all up with spike traps. That's what it was. Yeah, I think I definitely am. So that's dope.
Not sorry to
I haven't come up with any ideas to
I'm low on mana. Not exactly
ask.
tidy, but oh well.
right? I thought it would dick me more than anything, but
Won't be the luck.
it still works basically the same. It's just it just makes more sense, I guess. Wow, what is happening? It's just my webcam. It's not happy today.
Another threat vanquished.
Yep. The pathing fix wrecked my webcam.
A vile creature, dead.
Thanks. I want to get that Dark Souls mod, where every time he dies it says thanks, Obama.
I cannot. I'm not cleaning that up.
I was actually thinking about doing a couple runs of Dark Souls with mods on for like Daughters of Ash and the Scorched Contract. Those are that's your favorite? Okay. I'll keep that in mind for you. Gotta use it at the right time, but I'll try to find a good spot to use it in the future. Might be years from now, who knows.
My mana is draining.
I think my favorite line to use is probably like... This is just a dumb idea out of my head. I don't remember when I thought of it, but I just imagine like a bunch of robots in a cafeteria, in a robot cafeteria, and like one sits down with this tray of food, and he just like sits down on the little bench with everyone else, and he just looks at the other one, and he's like, "Hey, beef poop, right?"
Who's next?
It just gets me. I don't know. Like every time I think of that, I die. I literally die. Hey,
Not exactly
cluck, am I right?
But oh well.
somebody, anybody, come on.
I can't see.
It's hot. Yeah.
It was quick. Guess who's back? I'll never get
Words,
back out
right?
of my robes.
Let's bonk. Oh my goodness. Oh my damn.
That's not possible. My pride is injured.
My pride.
Remember me? I'm not cleaning that up.
This map kind of looks like an ant head. In a weird way. Like either like the face of a mosquito, maybe, with eyebrows, or like at the top-down view of an ant.
A lesson for the rest.
That's weird.
Messy, but effective.
It's not how I would design my maps. Hey, Matt Gibbs, how are you fighting the CC change? First off, Orcs must die. What? I think it's a not nearly as game-breaking as I thought it was gonna be.
More enemies on the way.
I noticed in smaller instances it has a huge difference, but, or sorry, in smaller instances it's kind of like, it's basically the same, where it's like, you know, they get frozen, that's fine, they head backwards, that's fine. But when they, when it's like this, like a huge mob like this, and then you freeze them, and then enemies can still, well, that didn't work, but, you know what I'm saying, when you freeze them, and then they all just kind of clump into one solid thing, and like that's like making so much more room for, what's that, for high kill streaks. It's crazy. I was getting like 50s earlier just from like spamming grenades on stuff. That's nuts! And it's like, it's not even traps are really affecting them that much. Like, this is just stuff piling in to one spot. That's really cool. It's really unique. It's not what I expected from the update at all. I thought it was just gonna be like everything just bowls by. I really thought it was gonna weaken kill boxes a lot, but here we are. I mean, it's basically the same as it was. It's just better. Granted, I am using these flowers, which I wasn't planning on it, but here we are. Yeah, I don't know. That's exactly the point, right? Did you guys expect it to be? I'm sorry, my webcam is all messed up. Hold on a sec. Did you guys expect people to be hitting like 200 waves all the time? Because like there's the highest I've heard is somebody hit 187.
That won't be the last.
Ish, maybe more than that.
More enemies on the way.
Are we?
And then I also had, when it comes down to it, the community is better than us in those regards. Yeah, I agree with that 100%. Because like people were bragging about it. They were just like, oh yeah, like I AFK'd by wave 90, and here I am at like wave 200 something, and it's like, that just escapes the entire point. Also, thank you for actually showing up. I appreciate it. I have like a bunch of questions in regards to just a whole bunch of stuff, actually. Here, I'll pull it up. I got a lot of questions and suggestions and stuff here. I'm just wondering what the best place to be to ask all these would be.
Who's next?
Like, is that just something I should be posting on the Reddit and hope it gets seen kind of thing? I know you guys have Juice and maybe your Juice, I don't know. But the community manager, you got all that stuff going on. Would it be better to place that in a spot, like, for everyone, not just for me? Just what the easiest way to kind of convey those things. Something you want other folks? Okay. Otherwise, email it. Okay. This is Juice. Hi, Juice! We've never talked before. I was wondering if we'd ever end up talking. Gork. Oh, well, that's cool. That's cool.
Not exactly tidy, but oh well.
Okay, cool. I just worry because it's, I don't know. The subreddit hasn't been super active since Unchained, right? Are you guys planning to do like a somewhat of a relaunch. Why am I over here now? Okay. Yeah, are you guys doing like a relaunch when Stadia's contract ends or whatever the case is with all that? Because it seems like that's kind of what a lot of people are waiting for. And sorry, I'm just like spitfiring questions here, but we'll do hype building at every step of the way. Solid. Okay, I like that. That's good. I feel like, I don't know, a lot of people have said that, like, more popular content creators have been avoiding Orcs Must Die because of Stadia, which I don't know how true that really is, but, like, Stadia's not the devil, you know? So I don't know, it's weird. What else did I have? I'm just gonna scoot this over here so I always have it. Oh yeah, I guess one of the important things I wanted to ask was, so right now, the state of the game, dying is literally nothing but positive effects. Unless it's like you get killed by an orc that you didn't want to get killed by, but this is something I do during Endless, all day long. I hit 110 waves, I died 236 times, and probably 6 of those were on purpose. But I'm just doing this so I can spend all my mana, die, and then do it again. And I'm over here again. That's weird. But yeah, it's I feel like that's something that should be changed. It doesn't feel like a proper mechanic.
Messy, but effective.
Excuse me.
At least it was quick. I return at your hour of need.
Red Brush is a different story. Okay, that's fair. The only thing I could really think of was increasing your death timers.
Get back up again. Guess who's back?
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, I guess that is kind of tough to mess with, huh?
Serve my power.
And like, this is assuming you're, you know, trying to
At least it was quick.
do it for mana spam in the first place, because I guess it would have the effect no matter, like, even if you were just playing the game normally. Let's say you weren't, you know, some like 900-hour player. Excuse me, guys. Let me through, please. Okay.
Good news. I landed on my hair. I returned from the dead.
Yeah, that. Yeah. I don't know about a full not change, personally. I would definitely say like half mana would be fine, but that might just lead to the same problem. I don't know. Also, this guy. Yeah, right? Like, I don't know, it's tough. I did come up with some suggestions for like trinkets and stuff, but I'm saving all those things for like, you know, an actual post, I guess, on Reddit or maybe an email. Post that I have.
Well, that's a challenge.
I'm guessing the team is pretty receptive to fan-made ideas. Just in terms of like traps and stuff like that, because I've come up with a couple of my own, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just saying I've come up with stuff, and like I'm definitely excited to share it with you guys. I'm curious to see what you guys think, and if you guys have had similar ideas and such. I know you're more dealing with the face of everything, which, by the way, I think you've done a great job thus far. You're staying active, which is the important part. Oh god, the frames. Why? All that gets past the design. Okay. Okay. I do feel like a lot of them are... God damn it. Jeez. I'm sorry, the sun keeps on moving up and I keep on having to fix my weapon. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of traps that are like noticeably missing. Like boom barrel dispensers, scorchers, stuff like that. I'm assuming that's just time frames, like you just needed more time to actually get them designed and, you know, adjusted for this game. But I really miss the boom barrel dispenser, man. Oh no. Oh no! Okay. I think I screwed myself right there. Oh, the frames. Oh, the Scorcher had bugs. Okay.
Who's next?
Came in after most of the traps are done. Ah! Okay. What? Get him! Yeah! Whoa!
A lesson for the rest.
That's... I'm chock full of them, man. Okay, let's,
Well, that was a challenge.
Wait, they don't do that. I can't pull the other guys back anymore because of the new update. Damn it! It's small things like that that are the biggest difference. Like, you can't like freeze one side of the like a big wave and then like bring all of them back, because they'll just keep moving forward through it now. So that's an interesting thing. I think for the most part it's a healthy update. I'm glad it happened.
More enemies on the way.
Oh, here's something you might know. I've had a question about the bleed effect on these wall traps for a while, the wall blades. Does that count as like an element thing? Or is that like a... Because elements count as a combo point on their own as well as the trap, right? As far as I can tell, it doesn't seem to add 2 combo points for the hit and the bleed.
Messy, but effective.
I don't know if you might know anything about it, but every status effect, so long as they live through it. Okay, I was trying to test it, but these the wall blades specifically are kind of finicky.
Simply impossible.
It's hard to like land it sometimes.
I need more mana.
If they die from the blade. Oh, that's probably what's happening. Okay. So it hits after the... Okay, that's good to know.
Not exactly tidy.
Okay,
but, oh
that's
well.
good to know. That explains a lot. Okay, that's really cool. Thank you. Here's another question I had. Are you guys thinking about doing crossovers with other companies at all? I know it's a bit early to kind of like make that kind of a choice, but I mean, this game is so similar to like Dungeon Defenders and like other tower defense strategy games like that. No idea? Ah man, I really hope to see like homages at the very least, if not like a character that's like, you know, came through the rift or something. That'd be a cool idea. Something like that. I don't know. It's just an idea. It'd be cool to see some play with that.
I'm not cleaning that.
But that is like a huge like company-wide decision for both of them, right? So it's... Oh yeah. What are we on? Wait. Man, I got...
A worthy foe.
Keldon, I'm almost at 10 million and I'm 40 waves earlier than I was last time. Yeah. What about, well, I don't know if you'll know that. Maybe you will. What about, like, figurines and, like, you know, collectible stuff that you can get from
More enemies on the way.
third-party stuff? Like, like Funko Pop or whatever? Because, like, I would buy a troll figurine or something. I would spend money on that. Yeah, it'd be so cool. I would fill my room up with that, personally, but...
I'll never get that out of my
Wait, I don't have mana trinket! Ah!
I can't do that.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
All right, here's another good one. You have no idea. Yeah, I mean, it's usually when you're doing third-party things like that, you're usually selling at a loss anyway. So it's like, I can totally get why it wouldn't happen, but I'd like to.
Good news. I landed on my hat. Death is not
Yeah. You need to get an ogre picking its ear. And then another one where it's just like this, and you're like, is he flipping me off? What's happening?
messy, but no, I can't.
Man, I'll never forget that clip. Yeah.
That won't be the last.
There was this one moment when one of the ogres was, they were all clogged. This was like pre-update.
Well,
They were all clogged, and one was just sitting there, and then it just turned around and it did this. And I thought it was flipping me off. Like, I thought it just turned around just to do that. And I was, I died, man. So funny. I don't know what he's thinking of doing right now, but I like it. Oh, he just wanted to get some fire. Okay, that's, you know, you stick with that. That's cool. Okay, let's just do that. Yep.
I got knocked down, but I'll get back up again.
Ah, yeah.
Return at your
I like to
hour of
think that
need.
when they get clogged here, they're just like, how the hell?
More enemies on the way.
So what, do you guys have any suggestions for players like myself and, you know, other content creators and stuff like that, like things that we can do specifically to try to help you guys out? Aside from, you know, just creating content and being like, this game's great, you know, stuff like that. Like, is there places for, like, reviews and stuff like that that you guys are trying to get more of a focus on? Is there anything like that?
I'm low on mana.
Oh, come on. Boink. There we go.
My mana is nearly gone. Another threat vanquished.
This is,
Exactly tidy, but oh well.
okay, I think things calmed down on this way for some reason. Mostly any kind of content is great. New to the franchise. Okay.
Who's next?
Alright, that's fair. That's mostly the kind of, I mean, mostly what I do is just clips from streams, but I've been meaning to make more like, hey, you know, like, hey you, this kind of stuff that would drag people in. So that's good to hear clarity on that. Speaking of clarity, yeah, exactly, right? I mean, it's just, I love when they do that. Yeah, Nanania's been like in it since like, what, 1? Didn't Nanania do a bunch of like skins and stuff for the game too? Like the ninja sorceress in 2, I think is what it was. That's the one I remember seeing. Yeah, that's nuts.
Worked well.
Oh, here's something I kind of noticed was the mana bar and the Skull Ninja. That's what it was. The mana bar and the health bar are kind of like, when they get low, like see how it says I have 0 mana, like 0, but I can still shoot stuff off once in a while. Is that a design choice, do you think?
That's not possible.
I think I just made a Reddit post about this, but the skull sound.
I am dangerously hurt.
Oh my. See, like right there, I'm at 0. Okay. I mentioned in my post, I could see it making sense if it was a design choice. It's just, the design choice itself feels like it might not be one, and that's kind of the weird thing about it, you know?
Be the last.
I don't know, I just noticed that. I thought it might be good to ask.
Sorting out the pieces.
Let's do that and one more of those. Okay, cool. That's good to know. Yeah. I think that's definitely worth bringing up. Do you guys have any plans to add more player skills or abilities or anything to diversify characters more? Because like just having like play dead as an ability, that's cool.
A lesson for the rest.
TBD. Okay. Legit. I feel that.
Well, I need more mana.
I really hope so. I really hope to see.
Sorry to see that one gone.
Maybe like stretching it. I feel like would be adding a secondary ability. But it'd be cool. I'd take it either way. I think. Okay.
Well, that was a challenge. Simply impossible. I must conserve
That's
my
good to
power.
know. I like that. Hi there. I'm just gonna. That's fair. I mean, there's a lot that's like, you guys are probably still putting out fires with bugs and stuff anyway, so I imagine it can't be, and like also just listening to feedback in general. So I can't imagine you guys are thinking too far in the future. Oh, that one needed to be sold. Oh well.
More enemies on the way.
What else? I had more.
Goodness me.
Yep. That one. Oh! You might know this one. I'm not sure if you do, but there's like a lot of rumors going around that still working on lots of stuff for short term, and there's turnaround from time to time for me to design. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Like that's just business. That's just how it works. Yeah, is the, hold on a second, I gotta read that again, because oh yeah, so there's a lot of rumors going around, or there were from some people, it's not like a huge thing, was, apparently, I don't believe this at all, but apparently Robot didn't want to make Orcs Must Die 3, but that sounds so, like, backwards to me, because they could have just said no if that was a thing. Like, there's no way that's right?
Another threat vanquished.
And was, if that's, I guess leaping off of that, was Stadia the first choice for you guys? I guess it's more of like a, you know, the business side of things, but
That won't be the last.
didn't have the capability to. Ah,
Not sorry to
yeah,
see
that was one thing I noticed, is like, we gotta cut Robot slack because of that.
a vile creature dead.
Yeah, thanks man, good to see you, Keldon. I'll probably be on later today, I gotta do some in real life stuff as well. Once this is over. No!
Messy, but effective.
Oh, they suggested it. Oh, okay.
And down
Wow.
it goes.
That's interesting. Huh. So, originally when you guys partnered, you didn't have the plans to, like you guys weren't looking for, like, oh man, we need to make Orcs Must Die 3, how are we gonna do this? It was just, like, more focused on the actual company itself. That's interesting.
Drive them back.
Thank you, Nightbot.
A worthy foe.
Huh, that's like a lot of process right there.
More enemies on the
That
way.
and that and that's actually a good one there. Oh, one more.
Is
Ah.
under attack.
Here and ready
Also, I'm
to
gonna
fight.
close that because that was for a joke a while ago. What else do we got? I guess a lot of these questions are more for like, oh, it'll happen eventually kind of stuff. Like,
Sorting out.
well, one of them was ceiling traps for. Hey, what do you get? I thought you ran away already. The upgrade that allows arrow walls to go on the ceiling, stuff like that.
Let's
Also,
try
that is a thing. This right here. It seems to only be on endless maps, or at least only on this map.
That won't be the last.
Yeah.
Another
Looking into that one.
threat
Cool.
vanquished.
I was thinking, like, you guys have that special upgrade thing.
For the rest.
I feel like that's a great opportunity to... That's fair. I feel like that's a great opportunity to, like, vastly change the mechanic of a trap. And it could be like, instead of an arrow trap, it's now a harpoon trap or something. And it's like slower but stronger, you know, just changes the kind of gameplay with it. I feel like that'd be a really good idea. Stop it, son! God, this is like, of course this happens now. You know, I'm just gonna,
Who's next?
just like that, and just leave it. Excellent.
A vile creature. Dead.
Yeah, you guys have to think of like every single angle of it all the time, right? That's a lot. Should probably do the, oh, okay, that's another thing too, yeah.
Down it goes.
And also with like every single, with every single trap you guys change or add, like that changes the dynamic with every other trap in like, you know, every single way, like any combination.
Goodness me.
Are you guys planning on wiping the high scores like fairly often? I know it was because of a bug this time, but like as updates go, there's always going to be new ways to break the game and stuff. Do you think that is going to be a consistent thing?
Nope, I can't. At least it was quick.
Only for bugs? Okay.
Remember me?
Okay. And I'm assuming that extends to like if there's something that's not a bug, but it's just not working as intended.
I landed on my hat.
Like, let's say something turns out to be way more efficient because of an oversight in testing or something.
Exactly tidy, but oh well.
I'm assuming that in that case, like, that's a special case where it'd be like, yeah, that makes more sense to do it.
Cleaning that up.
Okay. Also, are we... This is my, probably, absolute highest request. Weeklies. Weekly missions. I want them. That'd be on design to make the call. It's something important enough to do so. Okay. If it's...
Not possible.
That's fair. I like that.
Get that out of my road.
Yes! Yes, weeklies! Yeah, I don't expect you guys to have like a roadmap or anything. People have been requesting it. And it's like it's not a thing that can happen right now. I don't think. But that's awesome. I'm really happy to hear that there's weeklies coming. That's really cool. No, dude. Well, actually, let's just do that. Yeah, why not? Yeah, just lots of them. That's really cool. I'm really excited to see what you guys can come up with over the next couple months, at the very least.
Who's sorting out the pieces? Nothing. I cannot.
Oh, here's a question. So I kind of figured this out, but I'm not 100% sure. Do you happen to know the rates at which the Rift heals your health and mana? Because I know the you know, obviously the Rift heals your health like 2 or 3 times faster than a charm or whatever, the trinket. But your mana seems to regenerate slightly faster as well. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's weird. It's kind of hard to tell now because it's, you know, frame rates are kind of crappy, but there's definitely like a slight increase in the mana, I noticed. Ah, I was right, okay. I thought I was just seeing things, like, you know when you look at something for too long, it just starts like, oh, maybe? Okay, that's really good to know. That's actually a good idea. Doing like a mana trinket, or sorry, a rift trinket that increases regen and stuff when you're right beside it. That might lead for some like interesting playstyles and weeklies. I gotta write that down.
Oh, snap.
Rift trinket
More enemies on the way.
stats, or regen stats. And adds an attack like it used to. That's an idea. Alright. Yeah, because like that could be like a weekly thing, just like weapons, barricades or something, and then like just you in the rift. That'd be a cool idea. Oh yeah. So what's your opinion on the fact that Orcs OMD3's characters are kind of flipped on their ages? Like there's old Gabby and Max, and then there's young Cygnus and Vorwick. What do you think about that? I thought that was
Let's try that again.
a weird choice, but a cool one, you know? You don't mind it? I think it's, it was not what I was expecting at all, to be honest. But I like it. It's cool to see the, like... I can see that. I just, I want Dobbin. I like me some Dobbin, you know? But that kind of made me think, like, in Unchained, all the weapons were stuck onto the character, right? Like, it was you pick the character, you get the weapons. On this, it would be different. So it could be like Gabby with a shovel, which is an interesting way to kind of think about it. Oh, dude, and the shovel with like the Dust Devil or like the portal thing, the little tunnel. That'd be really cool, actually.
That won't be the last.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks, Bobble. Yeah, and I'm crushing my score this time. It does seem a little weird, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think definitely I would feel weird using the crossbow without playing Max. That's why I haven't touched it yet. I want to touch it, but I got so many things I want to do. Oh yeah, there's a... This is probably more of a dev question, but I noticed that 3 seems a lot more like reserved in terms of its mechanics and kind of enemies and all that stuff. Is that because of how Unchained went? Because that had like so much variety. Was it just a choice to like let's get the classic Orcs Must Die feel going, and then from there we can expand? Kind of both. Like 2 had, it was just like a standalone game, right? This doesn't feel so much as a standalone. And Unchained had that more like, you know, updating as it goes kind of feel, with the weeklies and all that stuff. Is that more the feel you guys are going for, I guess? Because like right now it's like ogres, trolls, orcs, like that's it, and it's like, yeah, those are our guys, you know? Just a holy shit. Oh boy. Like, you guys are getting the core experience out and then expanding from there, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Who's next?
This is looking bad. I might have lost. Well, not lost, but some pretty big uh-ohs. And the frame rate's not helping. Don't do it!
I must conserve my power.
That's what I thought. Okay. I respect that. I think I enjoy it more, like this. Like, I remember the first, like, 4 hours I was playing... God damn it. I'm not concentrating now. The first, like, 4 hours I was playing this when it first came out, it was like, this is that thing from before. So I'm really glad that happened. It really, like, fed off my nostalgia in the best way.
Who's sorting out the pieces?
Okay, that's really good. I can't wait to see stuff like Yetis and stuff like that. Yeah, agreed. I don't miss the minecarts though, I gotta say. Those are the only ones I don't want to ever see again. Just ruined so many kill boxes. Ah!
I'll never get that out of my ropes.
Man, yeah, they were just like, alright, so you want to have a kill box here?
Enemies on the way.
I liked them in some maps, but I think it was like the first and the second map or something like that. in the campaign that was just like, man, I just want to put a barricade. But I guess it forced you to make, like, you know, other decisions and try to think laterally, which is a big part of this game in the first place. Ow! Okay. What else do we got? War scenario maps. That was another thing. More of those, please. And harder. Harder war scenario maps, I think, is a big one. That's like the biggest thing I noticed, is they're hard the first time when you don't know how to trap it, and then you know how to trap it, and it's like, alright. And,
My mana is nearly gone.
I don't know, it wasn't as fun the second time around in Rift Lord, because the same strategies worked. And, rifts in war scenario maps, in Rift Lord, all of them. That's what I think. I think put more rifts. Dick us over more.
Who's next? I can't do that.
That's true, I guess.
Tidy, but oh well.
Yeah, and then it's kind of the same even with the rifts as well, because they always show up in the same spot. They do the same thing every time.
Well,
But I was really disappointed to see none of the Rift Lord maps, except for the last one, had any unstable rifts. I definitely think bring that back, just to shake it up a bit, I guess. Okay, cool. God, I feel like I'm learning so much. I love it. Yes.
More enemies on the way.
Crossovers, Deathless No Consequence, got that.
that worked well.
That'll be a while. That's fair. I'm fine waiting.
Another threat vanquished.
Yeah, I don't know. I know there's a lot of, like, stuff I can't quite... Like, I can't expect to get answers out of, so I'm just mowing through it now. Hold on. Oh, yeah, what about leveling characters up, like, in Unchained? Like, that MOBA-style progression in an instanced map. Was that something you guys might consider again? Or would that just kind of mess with the flow of the game as it is too much? I personally don't see much of a way to do that without making a whole new game mode.
Down it goes.
Okay. That's fair. Yeah, I feel like the only way to go about it would be making a new game mode, or maybe even just a side game or something, which would be like... That's like a lot to deal with, so I feel like it'd be healthier not to do it. This is something somebody else thought of. Do you guys have plans for increasing the incentive to play on Stadia by rewarding players with progression or some kind of reward for when the standalone comes out, making it like account-based? Because that does seem to be what drives a lot of people away from it. Like, a lot of people just can't play the game, but I know people who are like, it's on Stadia, I would never ever play this because it's on Stadia. Like, two of my best friends, like, refuse to play this game with me. And I'm like, guys, it's great, play it! And they're like, no, it's on Stadia. And it's like, but if you could, like, incentivize them, I guess. So I don't know if you guys have any plans for that.
A vile creature, dead.
More enemies on the way.
Oh, there's another one. That's fair.
Not exactly
So there's one
but, oh well.
tiny issue I have. Yeah, no, I'm sorry I keep asking questions like that. I just got a lot of big questions I've been thinking about for like 3 days now. So the spike traps, this is something I noticed. When they have elements on them, like these things are glowy when they're active. The lightning buff, they like zap around each other and like do all that. But when they don't have anything on them, it's impossible to tell whether they're ready or not.
Well,
That's kind of a tough one sometimes because like these things, well, the wall blades, you can't really see now, but you can't really tell when these are ready or not. The arrow walls, they do it because they don't have the arrows, like right there, you can tell. But, okay, visual cues on traps. Good. Awesome.
simply impossible.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much all the questions I had.
Sorting out the pieces. Another threat vanished.
There's one that was just like, are you guys planning on making new characters, or are you planning on bringing back old ones, like familiar characters? If, like, when you guys get to it. That's probably not something that's really come up that much. I'd imagine you guys are gonna, yeah, okay.
Out of my robes.
Yeah, fair enough.
Well, that was a challenge.
I'm just kind of shooting off while
Stay back, fiends.
And that guy.
That won't be the last.
Okay. I think that's literally every question I have. I just went through everything in a random order, as opposed to in the neat line that I had. Well, that's really awesome. I thank you for being clearer about all this. It's very good to know these things. Just for like my sanity mostly. But yeah, I'm excited to see what you guys have in store for us. I think it's you guys have done very well with the game so far, given your limitations. Is this seriously how my fucking webcams look the whole time? God damn it! It's the worst. I hate the sun, man. I need to buy like a black blanket. But yeah, genuinely, it's been really cool, and it's nice also to talk to you, Juice. I hope we can, I don't know, I hope we can see a lot more stuff from each other and keep this, keep kind of an open communication. Yeah, that's the hard part, hey? It's easy to be like, oh yeah, we're like, our America's gonna be the best America, just you wait. Oh yeah, where's Robot based in, by the way?
Not sorry to see that one gone.
You're in Seattle, and Robot's in Texas. Okay.
Who's next?
Can we have a Texas character? I want an in-game Patrick character who's just like, get off of my lawn, you know?
Not exactly.
Okay, that's cool. I'm in Canada. BC.
That's not possible.
Oh, jeez. The frames. I don't like them. It'd be neat, gotta admit.
Well, that was a challenge.
I like this sword. He's my fit. Nope. Okay, never mind. Not anymore. I like that ogre. He's my favorite one, right there. I love that they run off and oh my god, I'm just, you know what? I'm done with webcam today. It's gone. That's it. It's gone for everyone.
I must conserve my power.
Okay, well that's a lot. I think I'm actually. Well, I might as well. I'm gonna finish off this endless wave. I was gonna go about 40 minutes ago. All right. Yeah. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. It's been awesome talking to you. I really hope we get to talk more. Thanks. Big thanks. Introduce my channel to my OBS. Is this actually? Yeah, it's still dead. Alright, I'm just gonna say screw it to the camera for the next couple hours until the sun starts moving.
Simply impossible.
Well, guys! That happened!
Messy, but effective.
I guess I can get rid of this now. I'm gonna save it, but... All answered. I did not expect to get all of my questions answered today. That's insane.
I'm not cleaning that up.
Oh man, I am so glad I spent all morning coming up with questions and stuff to ask, because I did not expect that to happen today, but I knew it might.
Who's sorting out
Times 10! That could have been 12. Or 13 if I had actually, like, done everything. More than that. It could have been, like, 15. That's nuts!
I need more mana.
I can't see. I can't. The frames are so bad.
Training.
Oh,
I can't do. I got knocked down, but I'll get back up again.
at least the water
I
looks
return
nice.
From the dead. I'm not cleaning that
Boink.
up.
Boink.
I cannot.
Somebody? No.
Oh, snap.
Oh no! Somebody got through!
I return
Ah!
your hour of need.
Stop them quickly!
The game was too slow for me to actually aim. This is bad.
A vile
I don't have the mana to deal with this.
death.
I might not make it.
Stop them quickly!
He made it through anyway! Alright.
GG, no ring.
GG. Aye, GG. Yare yare. GG. Yeah, so I hit 10 just from traps. And then if I had shot with my blunderbuss and then used my alt click, that would have been 3 more points right there. And then if I had used my ice trinket, because that's 2 sources of damage plus the freeze, but he was already frozen. So that would have been like